Hi, welcome to the video today for team building Q&A. As you know, if you've watched any of the previous videos, this is a daily video that we're doing. It actually sometimes happens more frequently than daily. But basically with this format, if you're subscribed to the channel and click that little alarm button or little bell, anytime we have new tips that are coming in because of questions from the team, you're going to get updates on how to do things. So I would make sure to subscribe to the channel and get videos like this basically delivered to your inbox, so you know when there's something new that somebody else is asking about, because it might help you as well. Today's video is going to be about Outlook. It's actually very specifically, and this was probably going to end up being a fairly short video, about how to schedule a Zoom meeting on Outlook for people you're talking to, whether that's for business clients, prospects that you're recruiting, sales prospects. But the simple way to do this, to make sure that it's on your calendar, is going to really be important for you. You don't want to go to work scheduling the meeting and then not have it on the calendar and have something scheduled over it or forget about it. The hard work is in getting it scheduled, so make sure you get it on your calendar. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but this way I've found to be the most effective. I've pulled up here just a random day where I don't yet have anything on my calendar. Let's pretend that I've just talked to somebody and they want to meet at 10 a.m. my time. So let's pretend that they're in the same market I am. You always want to talk to the person you're trying to schedule with in their time zone. But let's just, for today's purposes, pretend that this person is in Central Time where I'm at, and they want to meet at 10 a.m. Now, I could go to my Zoom app and I could create a Zoom invite and schedule it and send it that way. But then I'm relying on there being like a connection between the Zoom app and my calendar. I could use a third-party app like Calendly, which I do frequently for letting other people schedule on my calendar. But then there again, now I'm requiring two connections, a connection between Calendly and Zoom and a connection between Calendly and Outlook to make sure all that stuff integrates correctly. But in reality, if I just want it to be scheduled, and if I know my Zoom link, or if I have that easy to copy, I can just use my calendar, so I'm not relying on any connections between different services. I can just go straight to the source and put it right there. So that's what I do. I just go straight into my Outlook calendar. As you can see, I use the web version of Outlook as opposed to the desktop version. I just like it better. The one that's on the desktop has a lot of features that I don't need. It's not that I dislike that. It's just this is more convenient, so I always use the web version. Feel free to use whatever version you want to. This will work the same way either way. The one caveat to that is if you frequently are working offline where you're not connected to the internet, and you do something on your calendar offline, and then for some reason something happens where it doesn't sync up online, you might look at it on another device and that event may not be there. So if you're frequently working offline, I probably would recommend just logging in online if you're ever going to schedule something, so that way all your calendars are all updated, your Outlook calendar is updated. Nobody else, if they have links to your calendar, can book stuff on your calendar at that same time. But for many of you, you won't be running into that issue right now. It's just you scheduling things on your calendar. So back to the task at hand, we want to set a meeting for 10 a.m. My time. All you have to do is left click in the time slot that you want to schedule it in, and you'll see that highlights it and it brings up this little box, add title. And then I always put the prospect's name, and then I put with me. But I don't write with me, I write with Chris. And I always try to put a little bit about what that meeting's about that'll remind the person, because if you're scheduling something a little ways out, there's a good chance they look at it and they don't even remember, based off of their name and your name, what that meeting's about. There's also a chance that you don't remember what it's about. So I just try to put something short there to remind me about it. So I use the Ray, which is, for people who aren't familiar with that, it's just basically means the subject. You could just write subject. Doesn't really matter exactly what you put there. And then I put just a short description of what it's about. So if I was talking to somebody about business solutions, employee benefits with Legal Shield. So something along those lines. And then I'm going to put the email address for the person I'm inviting. And I'm not going to put a real email in here right now, but I put guest, some email address. In this room or location, I always put my Zoom link. And as you can see, as I click on it, it actually has some suggested locations there, some different Zoom links. I don't ever trust the little drop down because I don't know for sure that it's going to be my Zoom link. I can't remember all that to look at it and just remember what for sure is mine. So I've used a tool called Magical to set up a typing shortcut for my Zoom link. So I just type in my little shortcut for the Zoom link and that puts it in there. Another way you could do it is just to go to Zoom and copy your Zoom link and put it right there. And then in the description, I always put the full Zoom invite. And I also have a shortcut for that. So I just type /ZoomI for Zoom invite and it puts the full thing there. But by doing this and doing it this way, I know that it's on my calendar. I know that they're going to get the invite to their calendar as well. So I know it's going to be, they're going to at least have it in email and hopefully they use their calendar. If they don't use their calendar, it'll at least be sitting there in their email. And then, of course, just for good measure, I'm always going to follow up the day of that appointment beforehand to make sure that they got the Zoom link and they know where to go and that their Zoom links or their Zoom apps up to date so that we're not waiting till the start time to find all that stuff out. But yeah, you just do all that and then click save and it sends out the Zoom information right there and it goes on your calendar. So if I save this right now, there it is on my calendar. Zoom link's right there. Day of that meeting comes up. I can just open this up and I just click right on the Zoom link and go right to the meeting. So it's that simple. It's much simpler process than like integrating different tools to make them interconnect when it's just you scheduling on your own calendar. Obviously, there's situations that arise where you need third parties to access and you don't necessarily want to give them direct access to your calendar, so you use a tool like Calendly. Or you may occasionally have a reason to use the full regular Zoom invite tool within Zoom to do it. But this I've found is the quickest and easiest way to get stuff on your calendar with a Zoom link in it. Hope this video is helpful. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can get updates like these always delivered to your inbox. We always put the title. In the title, we always put a description of what the video is about, so you don't have to waste time watching videos that you don't know what they're about. You'll be able to read the title and see whether it's something that's relevant at all to what you're doing in your business. If you're not part of the team, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Would love to chat about potentially showing you what all we do in our business and whether or not it'd be a good fit for you. If you are part of Success Team or Legal Shield, but just not a part of our team, would love to have you follow along and learn a little bit from what we do and see if there's a way to build together. Thanks for paying attention to this video. Look forward to talking to you again soon.